Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the Movie Cranks. I'm Larry, and I just watched Netflix's original film, Rim of the World, produced and directed by MCG. Obviously, if you know anything about MCG, you'll know this, but if you don't, MCG was a known record producer turned film producer slash director of such films like Charlie's Angels, We Are Marshall, and of course, Terminator Salvation. The film also stars a handful of fresh-faced young actors I haven't quite seen before. Miya, Cech, Benjamin Flores Jr., Alicio Scalzado, and Jack Gore, all of which make up this core group of this movie, which is about 4 kids who go to summer camp called Rim of the World. When an alien invasion ensues, an astronaut lands in the camp with a special key to end the invasion. Now it's up to this band of misfits to travel with this key through ground zero of the invasion to give the key to a scientist named Fielding and save the world. Okay, so I first gotta say, the first scene or sequence of this movie was freaking spectacular. The alien ship, the space station over Earth, the music, the sounds, it all had me super intrigued, and I was so excited and looking forward to seeing something good. I thought for sure this was going to be a real treat. And then, well, I want to first warn parents. This movie and its trailer is a misrepresentation of itself as a children's film. This is not a children's film. It's TV-14, but the first cringy 35 minutes of this film, where they try to force the character development of these 4 kids, is riddled with cursing and sexual themes.
I'm sorry, what?
Put it in my box. Just take it out and put it in my box.
Oh, you saying that in front of a lot of people right now. You sure about that?
Can you put your cell phone in the box?
And 12-year-olds drinking, stereotypes.
Welcome to camp. I love Jackie Chan. Do you understand words coming out of my mouth? Okay, move along.
And I'm pretty sure the last time I looked, when you exclude a child from an activity based on the color of his skin, that's called racism. And on top of that, this movie can't even figure out what time period it's even in. It obviously is trying to bank on the success of other recent nostalgic coming-of-age stories that involve kids trying to save the world from an evil threat that has made so many shows like Stranger Things and It massive hits. But this one ruins that by not being able to pinpoint just exactly what era it's in. But to know more about this, we need to dive deeper into the character development and that first cringy 35 minutes. In one opening scene, we're introduced to Alex. Dressed head to toe in nostalgic 80s clothing, in his room, there's a ghetto blaster. No, there's 3 ghetto blasters, a Rubik's Cube, some kind of old ham radio system. This is obviously an 80s kids room, right? Wrong, because we also have here 3 computers and 24 flat screen TVs. What kid in this world needs 24 fucking flat screen TVs? And who's the parent that bought all this crap? We then shift to Darius, who's introduced to us in a 1-minute music video with modern rap, cars, and other shit like that. Freeze frame, screw it, Darius, we need to fit in a girl here. And that's cute little Zen Zen, who's apparently a 12-year-old runaway who came to the Rim of the World from who the hell even knows. Wherever she's from, she had to fly to get here, just so she could stand on the edge of a cliff shown in a brochure, raise her hands, and scream. Why? I have no clue. But she decided she's not going back home now because she has all these new friends here. What? You're 12 years old. 12-year-olds don't get to make those kinds of decisions. This is ridiculous. Why does this guy have a freaking mullet? I'm just so confused. Finally, they all cross paths with Gabriel, while Darius is attempting to murder Alex by throwing him off a cliff. Don't worry though, guys, Gabriel will save the day. He rolls up his sleeves and dresses like a milkman. That's how we all know he's super tough. So after all this stupid shit, an alien invasion happens, and we get a bunch of pop culture references through hijacked scenes from better movies like Independence Day, Jurassic Park, Alien, Jurassic Park again. Wait, no, just wait, because you're telling me that this highly intelligent alien that just crossed light years across the galaxy or the universe or where the it came from. On a starship. Can't figure out that this is a pool, that there's water, that he's going to fall in. And tell me why. And just hear me out here. Why would the key for a weaponized defense satellite that can only be activated from some lab in Pasadena, California, be on the f***ing International Space Station? That would be like sending the nuclear codes to the moon. It's absurd. Okay, so I'm spoiling too much of this movie here. Let's just talk about the acting and the kids. And I'm going to start here by saying they're all fine. It takes, like I said, about 35 minutes for these kids to find their on-screen chemistry, but when they do, the movie improves dramatically. Once all the weird, out-of-the-place shit disappears from the movie, from the 35-minute point until the end, it really picked up for me. The best thing about this movie was the adorable chemistry between Jack Gore and Miya Cech. Sure, most of these performances, especially that of Darius, are excessively exaggerated. You do start to get used to it though. And even though it is very cliche watching as these kids get to know each other, finding out they have more in common than they don't, and that they can't judge a book by its cover, did make the second half of this movie bearable. Still, this isn't enough to make me like this film. The effects here look decent for most part for a Netflix movie. But that's only when I could make out what was going on, because mostly when you see an alien or a spaceship in this movie or any other kind of effect, everything is covered either by an orange filter, a dark scene, or a shaky cam, obviously trying to cover up what it actually looked like. I also found so many more plot holes and errors made in this movie, like when a car goes over a guardrail, then the next scene there's no damage to the guardrail. I mean, who the hell would drop their kids off at this camp? I guess it got cold out. I can't take it anymore, guys. I'm just going to go ahead and rate this movie and be done. If you can handle the first 35 minutes of this film and make it past it, it does mellow out and it becomes at least watchable. I'll give Rim of the World a D. Probably this was a good premise, pissed on by the first 35 minutes. Just honestly, I don't even really know what the hell was going on. Whatever it was, it definitely wasn't for the target audience of little kids. Anyways, guys and gals, I hope you liked this review. If you did and want to see more like it, hit that subscribe button. It's right here, and you can join the Cranks and receive all of our latest content, reactions, and reviews. But until next time, guys, see ya.